They told me pig farm was profitable. They showed me success stories. But no one showed me this part until I lost money. In this video, I'm going to talk about hidden mistakes and silent killers of a pig farm, which people don't usually talk about. And if you don't have the determination and the resilience, you end up folding your farm and then closing shop. And so whether you are just starting your pig farming journey or you are already into it, this video could save you a lot in terms of costs and enhance your projections so that you can make good profit. Hidden costs, the market realities. Prices are always swinging, but the truth is that the prices are seasonal. So at certain seasons, the prices are very high. At other seasons, the prices are low. But the one thing about the low price seasons is that at that season, usually feed cost is high. So if you have animals hoping that, oh, this lean season will pass so that you can sell your animals for good profit, the animals would have eaten a lot of expensive feed, and that will eat in your bottom line. You also have to know how to cut your losses before they become big. You know, I lost in excess of 2 million naira in my first 1.5 years of running this farm based on some of these errors. Then the next hidden cost, which is a very important cost that can make or break your farm, is labor and management cost. If you have a farm hand helping you, this can make or break your farm. For example, you can mix the right feed for your animals for different stages. Show your farm manager what to give to the animal at a particular point. And then you come and you notice that the feed for finishers are being given to winners and the feed for winners are being given to finishers. Can you just see it? He has tripled your cost and reduced the growth of your winners just by one careless action. So for a long time, you may have to be practically present and take note of what is happening on the farm. The cost of one dead pig can be 150,000 naira, but the cost of one pig that infects the farm can lead to the wiping out of all the pigs on the farm. And so it is also important to note this hidden cost of biosecurity. There's this one thing that you'll never be told. It is the mental stress that comes with pig farming. Look, pig farming helps you to build resilience, but that resilience comes at a very strong mental stress. Let me give you an example. One day I came to my farm and I noticed that my animals were running diarrhea. So I called the vet, and then the vet gave me some instructions on what to do and what to administer. Because apart from the poo, they also had these rashes on their skin. It was terrible. And instead of the vet coming, he didn't come. And that would lead me to the next point of health and veterinary costs. But let me just finish the story. The vet didn't come, and then he gave instructions on how to treat the things he had only seen on video. So we followed these instructions, and suddenly all my animals started foaming. They were all lying down weak, as if they were dying the next moment. And I was afraid. I was feeling like, am I about to lose all these animals? Oh, Benny. It was a very difficult time for me. We really had to go out and look for herbs, because they also refused to eat after that injection. They were just lying there as animals that were about to die. So I gave them this, and then they started picking up. They started picking up, until they got back into themselves, you know. But that moment for me was very, very, very depressing. Another time was when my animals were born and silly mistakes caused me to drown 5 animals. It was terrible. That feeling when you are called that, oh, this animal has died. As you're taking care of the animals, you become very, 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 very emotionally attached to the animals. Nobody will tell you this, but this is also a very important thing that you need to know, because that can also affect or break your family and put you into a state of depression. Another cost that people don't often talk about is the cost of cutting costs. Do you see? If you are cutting costs, you must cut the real costs that don't impact the performance on your farm. I was trying to cut costs on feeding, and it really impacted the growth of my animals, because I had animals that were like 8 months old and they were still weighing between 18 and 24 kg. Costs me a lot more money. Trying to cut costs really hit me hard. Then there is the health and veterinary costs that we don't talk about. Apart from the fact that anytime a vet comes to your farm, you have to pay him. There is also the cost of what happens to your animals when the vet doesn't come. I've already told you an earlier story. And I've also lost animals because a vet delayed in coming. And these are all costs to the farm that you need to know, so that when you are doing your projections for your farm, you don't get overly optimistic. Nobody prepares you for what to expect. But when you know what to expect, you are well positioned to go through the hard times and to endure and to still build your farm regardless. And that's why I'm doing this video, to prepare you mentally for some of these things that may come up. How do you protect yourself from these mistakes? I'll advise that you start small. 3 or 4 pigs will do, 1 male, 3 females will do, or 1 male and 2 females will do. You know, and then you can follow the advice I gave on how to go from 2 to 200 pigs in 18 months, if you have the space. Now, if you have somebody you are learning from, it's great. I have a couple of people I can call when I am in a serious situation, you know, and their advice to me has always been invaluable. And these are very experienced farmers who come through for me. I also belong to some very good groups. You don't have to just be solo, because you will not know what's happening. You know, the other day I said that you could have 100 kg in 6 months, and somebody told me point blank, it is not possible in Nigeria. And the person said this because the person doesn't know anyone who has done that. Now, keep records as much as possible of every single cost on your farm. If you don't, you'll be making expenses that you don't know you're doing, and you'll be losing on your farm and you don't know that you're actually losing. Then the next thing that you have to do is that know local feed ingredients that can replace some of the very expensive ones. For example, recently I found a place where I could get wheat, and it is, even though it's not in very large quantities, it's my secret. It is cheaper than corn for me, and wheat also has a lot of protein. The only difference is that the energy in corn is about 200 kcal per kg, higher than that of wheat. Shikena. And I can always make that adjustment, so that works very fine for me. Then again, I also know that I can use PKC in a particular way to get good results from it. And so I'm not just depending on commercial feeds, because that will break you. But if you don't know how to formulate your own foods, it's good to start learning the nutritional requirements. I did a video on that, so you can check it as well. Now, plan your sales in advance. Don't wait for your pigs to grow old before you start looking for buyers. Start thinking about who will buy your pigs. Yes, so pig farming can be very profitable, but that's only true if you run it like a business, not like a passion. And so this channel is still very new, and so I would encourage you I would ask for your support to encourage the channel by subscribing and also by sharing the videos. That is, if you found value to it, I believe that it could help other people if you found value to it. So share it with other pig farmers. You can post it on your WhatsApp status. That would really help me. If you feel that this video helped you, do that one for me and I'll be helped. Thank you very much. See you in the next video.